Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States in Little Hickville, USA, Belfair, Washington. Welcome to my channel, everybody. So I am currently working on my paper pumpkin alternatives for September 2024's kit called Autumn Abundance. Those of you who received it, you will know how beautiful it is because it is absolutely beautiful. So let's get started. So please note that videos 1 through 5, I show you everything that's in the kit, and then after that we just kind of move on. So, but I do always show you what the kit looked like and the stamps. So you got to make 3 of this card, 3 of this card, and 3 of this card. On the back here, as always, there's that QR code that will lead you to a video to show you how to put the cards together as it was designed. Stampin' Up! This year, and I hope they continue this for the rest of the time of Paper Pumpkin, right? They give you have the opportunity to purchase a set of 3 dies, 1, 2, 3, and that coordinate with 3 paper pumpkins. So July, August, and September, and this QR code will lead you to how to shop for those dies, a visual of everything in the kit, and then the coordinating colors. Let's look at the stamps. So we have a branch, 2 leaves, thinking of you, sending autumn wishes your way, and with thanks, which, guys, I just have not been able to bring myself to use it. I don't know. I'm not going to force myself to use it. It just doesn't suit my personal needs. That's just me, though, right? So I am substituting with thanks with Happy Thanksgiving from the 2019 Paper Pumpkin Kit called A Gift of Fall. So let's put that aside and let me show you, because I do have a card that we are going to follow. This was one of my, I think this was a Saturday series, or it could have been a Monday series card for the Spotlight on Nature fold, right? This had the little, put a gift card, a little note back here, but we're going to simplify this a bit. But this is the fold, so it goes like this, goes like this, to give you a look at it. So this is what we're going for. And let me bring in the handy dandy notebook. All right. So what we have, and I'm going to score along with you, even though I've already pre-scored it. So our card base is 4 inches by 9. It is scored at 3 1/4, it's 6 1/2, and it's 7 3/4. And this is an early espresso. That's card base number 1. Card base number 2 is 3 1/2 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Okay, and then we have, let me move this, for the front of card base number 2, we are going to take, if I can pick it up, this piece right here. We are going to be cutting a piece starting on, this is the right side of that card, this card base. We're going to cut 3 1/4 over to here by 5 1/4, and that is going to be our front piece. Guys, I'm going to simplify this. This is not going to be a very difficult card. And then for the back, we're going to cut this scrap of Very Vanilla to 3 by 3 1/4 by 5 1/4 for the back. Now, this piece here, right, you can do this, which would be 3 1/4 by 5 1/4 in Very Vanilla. Or I have these 2 little strips left over. This is from an envelope, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these. Okay, so this is the or. So I put scrap envelope kit. So let's get started. Like I said, I'm trying to simplify it. I'm going to stamp directly on this. I am not trying to, I really want Blueberry Bushel though, and I didn't grab that. Give me a second. Oh, I could use Night of Navy, but I really would like, oh, could do early. I really want the, or I could do Poppy Parade. Let's do the Poppy Parade. I don't think I pulled that one either. I think Poppy Parade's just going to make it pop me. I could do a little speckling with Blueberry Bushel. Okay. Got those out. First thing we're going to do is cut these down. Now, I've got my little handwritten notes here. Is we're going to get these cut down to 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to turn it this way because I want to cut from here over. So we have 3 1/4 right here. 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. And we're just going to go 5 1/4 over a little bit more right there. Okay, this I am going to put in the recycle bin. Now, what I am going to do too is, you see this is where the score is. We're going to cut that off and we're going to stick that on the back piece. We're just going to cut it in an inch because I'm going to, I've got to cut that bubble off of it, but I just want that little there. Hello, Zed. Come on. Stretch. You can come through. Just because your fluff gets stuck in it. And now I am going to cut this at 1 inch, and this piece will be good for something. I'm not sure what yet, but it will be good for something. I'm just going to cut that little score line out. That is going in the recycle bin. This little strip is going into the goodie box. We need another piece of Very Vanilla. 3 1/4. None of this cutoffs, none of those go to waste, guys. You have seen me use them. I use them for backings on things. None of it goes to waste. This little bit will be, because I don't really need that right now. I have so many extras. That's going to go in the bin. And this is going to get this little bit right here for the back, and we'll snip off the end when we get to that. So put that aside. I think we're done with that. This is going to be so pretty. So let's open up the guillotine. You guys don't need to see me score that. That's simple. That's 5 1/2. This is, you know, regular card base, except it's just 3 1/2 instead of 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. This one is 4 1/4 by 9. Now I'm going to turn it this way. All right, scoring time. 3 1/4. There's our 3. 3 1/4. 1, 2, and 3. Now scooch it on down to 6 1/2 right there. 1, 2, and 3, and 7 3/4 is right. Pardon me. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to need to take a sip of iced tea. Hold on. All right. So, you guys know me. I like to score things up, and away. And it's just how I am. So, I do mine all in one direction. And then I figure out how they're supposed to go. So, let's look at this, how it's supposed to go, right? So, we have our mountain. So, it goes up. Then it goes up like this. We have our valley and then our mountain, like so. Then I can just reinforce those score lines there and back this way. That's not too difficult. So there's our base. That's card base number 1, right? There we go. We're going to set that aside. I can put a paper clip on it, help keep it together. Now we're going to work on here. So let me show you some options. You could take a simple piece of ribbon, sheer ribbon, piece of cording, and just do a piece of ribbon, do some twine. This is Stampin' Up's cord, gold cord they used to have. And you can wrap it around there and then do a little bow. This is chocolate chip ribbon that they used to have, right? That'd be pretty. You could do it on this side. That's simple, right? And here's another. This is, of course, non-Stampin' Up ribbon, but this would be just as pretty. You could do it on this side. You could do it on the bottom, right? I'd wrap a little bit of gold on there as well. Any of those would be really lovely. Now take it. We're going to do the simple. We are just going to stamp a sentiment right here. You could use Thinking of You. I'm going to use another stamp from the 2019 Paper Pumpkin. Thankful for Friends Like You, because it's just going to be big and bold right there. But what I'm going to do, because I'm not sure how many of you guys have this little punch. It looks like this. And what it's going to do, it's going to take a notch here and a notch here, and I'm going to wind this cord around it. It is so adorable. Guys, I don't remember what this punch was called when Stampin' Up sold it. I know it says here that it's made by EK Success for Stampin' Up. Patent number, this is all I can tell you, is the patent number is 651S413, and then it says RE 38219. I don't remember the name of it. This came, oh, well, that just busted. That was off of another one, but they used to have those little clamps. I thought I had another one that had one. I do. This is, oh, this is a mini one. It's the same thing. These little things, your little punch went in like this with them, right? So, but you don't need them. So all this is a punch. It's going to go into its little hole. Like that. Punch. It just takes out these tiny little squares. Let me show you that. See that? This was one of my faves. It'd be nice if Stampin' Up brought something back like this. This is great for scrapbooking. I use this so much in scrapbooking. Oh yeah. This was a big favorite of mine because it looked so nice when doing a matting behind a picture. This was just a great little tool for that. But you don't have to do this part. Put that back away. So, what you do when you have it is you need to start in one, and a piece of tape is handy dandy, and Mr. Frog got moved. Oh, there he is. One for later, one for now. Until Hank discovers I have tape in him, and then he'll be gone again, right? So we want to put a little piece of tape there. Boy, that's hardly even got it in there. And you, yeah, like barely even hanging on. It's okay. We just need it to hold it in place. And then you wrap it that way and wrap it this way, wrap it around, and it just goes around all the corners. And then we're back where we started. And then I'll use the other little piece of tape and cut it off. Let's try getting some that don't have a cover on it. All right, that's all there is. So it looks like that on the back, and it's just doing that. So I found that in my box of retired ribbon stuff. And now this is gonna go like that. I told you, really, really simple, right? So my question now is, do I go with the blue? I could go with Cajun Craze. I pulled up Poppy Parade, I pulled out blue, but the the more I'm looking at it, the more I want to go with early espresso. We're going to go with the early espresso. We just are. My original thought. So bring in my handy dandy Stamp and Pierce mat. We're going to go with the original. Once it gets glued down there, it'll be fine. Hello would be so cool on this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hello. Oh. Oof. Okay. No. No, I'm not going to make y'all wait for me to go pull out a big hello. That is really, really, really nice. All right, let's move that aside because now we get to glue this down or pop that up on dimensionals. And I don't even see a need for that. Let's just glue it down. Tear tape, maybe. I'm thinking tear tape. Don't know why, but tear tape is not going to help those corners at all. This is going to be a little bulky. All right. Dimensionals it is. Dimensionals. There's got to be, oh, there's a thing of big ones. I'm like, I knew I had some in there. I just don't know. Let's just clip that off. And then that's so big, we can get that cut. We're going to stick that across there. And we'll just stick those there. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Get carried away with myself. I know I cut, oh, I'm like, I know I cut this, right? And I can't see it. Let's take this now. And some there. Now we just need some on the sides. It's a big piece. All right. All right, so let's get it onto its counterpart. There we go. So that in itself is a card base, right? And that, guys, is not straight. Oh, please. I got it all. Nope, that's where it's staying. It's just staying there. All right, so next, our bottom piece. So this goes here like that. And you'll see, usually there's a full piece in here. We're not doing that. What we're going to do is we are going to cut these to let me show you. This section in here is 3 1/4. Oops, let's actually try the right side of the ruler. This is 3 1/4, so I need to cut this piece of Very Vanilla to 3 1/4. And then this section at 1 inch. And you'll see why in a second. So we're just going to faux do it. So we're going to do 3 inches here. We're going to add a little bit of stamping on this little strip. 3 inches. And then here with the leaves needs to be at 1 inch. So we need this. We need to do just a little bit of stamping on these. We can put them next to each other probably and get stamping accomplished. Give me a second to get the leaves. So we're going to need this one, and that one, and we're going to need... I don't want early espresso on there. I want craft to begin with. I think we'll singly do it. So we're going to do that. Leaving space. That should be good. So on this one, there, and there. Close this pad up. I'm going to take Cajun Craze. Stamp off. And I think we're going to do there. Then stamp off. And we're just going to do there. All right. Now I want wild wheat. Where did, oh, that one didn't come off of its resting place. I think I want to stamp again on top of that one. Now I want to add a little bit of blue on here, and that's going to be with the itty bitty backgrounds. Yes, I'm purposely stamping on top of the color there. All right, so blueberry bushel. And my itty bitty backgrounds, just to add a little bit of blue to it all. Then I'm going to add a little bit in there, and that needs a little bit more. Turn it. Now this one doesn't have any Poppy Parade yet. Oops, glue is coming out there, so let's do that. And a little bit of Poppy Parade. I'm trying to think what I'm going to use besides a Q-tip, right? Yikes. And I just want little tiny bits. Okay. Maybe just like, let's see. Okay, there we go. So we're just going to add, oh, well, that got it on there. We didn't need any more on there. But there we have it. Now I'm going to put that over there, put that down, move this. Oh, we're not done with the Stamp and Pierce mat. We have to stamp our sentiments. I want to turn this over. Remember, we're having our little strip there. So we want sending autumn wishes your way in early espresso. Up here. And happy Thanksgiving, which I got to put together again because it fell off when I cleaned it. And nope, all I want to do is add this right there. Get out of the ink. All right. Get it to the edge, hopefully. It doesn't look like it wants to really move for me. But there we go. I don't think I pulled an envelope at all for this card. All right, so that's the back. Let's get that mounted down as well. It'd be easier just to do it that way. So I think we have everything done except for the envelope. So let's move that, this, that, and where's the card base? Oh, it's inside the dimensional tray. All right, so my two little bits, because I told you we're photoing it, right? These are going to go here. This is a 1 1/4 inch strip, so it just needs to go right in there. And this one on the other side. Now these strips are going to go right in here. And this is all, for me, this is all just using the envelope scrap that was left. You could do a whole piece of very vanilla, you know, 3 by 4 and, you know, stamp on that, or you could just do a little strip. So now that we have those pieces, you're going to see that's what those were for, just like that. And I forgot that needs to come all the way down. That's okay. That's what it is. Look, it's that simple. We're done. We just got to glue it together. So I am going to do tear tape. Now, I know that this piece here is 1.25 inches. So I am going to put this, how am I going to do this? Last time I did it with glue. So I'm going to do just at the bottom a piece of tear tape on both the front and the back side, and then I'm going to put glue. But a piece of tear tape just to make sure it's got something to grip. Okay. Tear tape does not want to like tear for me at all. I should just say tape because it just doesn't want to tear for me at all. So little massage, right? All right, pokey tool to lift it off. And then we are going to do, we know we need to go, I'm not going to go quite to 1/4 inch, kind of like halfway there. I can add glue right down there and scribble, scribble, scribble. I can turn it around. And scribble, scribble, scribble the glue in there. All right. Perfect. Close it up. There is our card. That's simple. That's it. Right? Great. You can do so much more with it if you want. Add a little bit of bling if you want on here. I am keeping this one so simple. I'm not doing any more. I am going to grab me. Oh, should I put some bling on there? It's going to cost no matter what because of the bulk of this. It's going to cost. So let's see. What do I want to do? Ooh. I just saw something in here that caught my eye. Let me see. Oh, those gold ones, the blue too. Why have those not like spoke to me before now? Look at those. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. We have 3 right in the center. Let's get these placed in a better position. So we want 1 here for sure. One there. I have to put those with the rest of them. Do I want 1 here? I like 1 right there. So there it is. Yes, now envelope time, right? So do I want to put it in a clear envelope because it's going to cost me no matter what, and it's so pretty? Let's see if I want to put it in a clear envelope. Oh, I think so. That looks really nice in a clear envelope. Okay, so I need a mailer, which I haven't had these out in such a long time. Oh my goodness. I must have used them all for scraps. Let's see. We'll have to make one. So I need a piece that is 4. We'll just go with 4 right there. And this needs my address on it. Yes, it does. And then let's stamp stuff on it, right? That's the fun part. That's the part that makes it look so nice. That is so pretty. And we have all of our stamps. We're going to do Thinking of You. And then, with thinking fingers about what I want to stamp there. Just some leaves, right? And I close up everything all the time. So that one, we're going to start with Cajun Craze. We're going to stamp this in Early Espresso. I'm going to have so many stamps to, let me put these away. So many stamps to clean off today. So we want this light. I either need to re-ink this pad, which is probably the case. I just keep forgetting to do it. So we're going to go here. And then, okay, I'm going to leave that one open. Maybe I'll remember when I'm done that I want to re-ink it. And this one, ooh, I could do this one in Poppy Parade. Poppy Parade's like right there. We don't need Early Espresso anymore. Thank you for your service. And then a little bit of Blueberry Bushel with the itty bitty background. Stamp it off, add a little there, there, and there. So that's my address label for this card. So there it is. That is going to go inside the clear envelope. It's the holidays. I don't mind paying the extra. I don't know what's on there, but we'll figure it out, or I'll get a new envelope. So there you go. I hope you guys like this one. It's simple. I don't think it took too long at all. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you are not subscribed and you like my videos, would you consider subscribing, as it does help me out. I'm going to get the blue ink off a bit before a catastrophe happens. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. Wow, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, it is the comments that I get for my videos that keep me doing this. They make me smile. They are the brightest part of the day. I read them when I start my day, when I charge my back every morning. They mean the world to me. Thank you so very much. And please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everybody.